Here we are. Doug Ford had his press conference today. Some interesting rhetoric. I'd like to call it a siege, occupation, all other kind of inflammatory comments, criminal, about like hardworking men and women who, yeah, I know, want vax mandates dropped. I understand that. But I think more importantly, what's lost on a lot of people is it's not just about the mandates. This is literally about people's personal freedoms, personal choice, and their rights. I know I'm going to hear a bunch of people squawk about, the rights and public health and stuff like this. I have to get into the science about that. The point is here, he's come out and said literally $100,000 fines, and that, they'll make things criminal, strip licenses. You don't do that in a free and democratic country. Not to mention the fact that a court has already upheld the fact that those truckers have a right to be there and protest. It's just the Trudeau government just doesn't like how it's happening. Coming from the chicken who runs away. Go figure. But I think more importantly, one thing that I don't know if a lot of people noticed about that press conference was what the Solicitor General said. That's some scary stuff. The fact that they were willing to go into the spring session and start implementing laws that will permanently affect the way you can exercise your charter rights to protest, basically. Saying that they will make laws that won't allow you to protest on roadways, causeways, and they even said pedestrian walkways. Well, then really, where's there left? That's the scary part. So basically, you can protest, but you're only going to be able to protest the way the government tells you that you can protest, not the way you want to protest. So they'll set rules and guidelines for how you can protest. How well do you think a protest is going to go then? They'll set up a square somewhere in the middle of nowhere and be like, here, you can protest here. As long as it's nowhere near us, we don't care. This really is becoming an infringement on all Canadians' rights. I don't care about your political ideology. I don't care what group you call your politicians. NDP, Liberal, Conservative, PPC, Green Party, Bloc de Québécois. It's not about that. And it's not about whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. This is literally about your freedoms, your rights and your freedoms. And no government in the history of mankind has ever taken away rights and then given them back. Not without some kind of real fight. But the things that this government are saying now and the way they're dividing this country is absolutely unbelievable. I don't think anybody's seen it in this lifetime. Or it's unprecedented. Let's just put it that way. If the men and women who sacrificed their lives in World War II could see what's going on right now for what they fought to gain, they'd be rolling over in their graves. It's offensive. And to see that Doug Ford is obviously taking his acting lessons from Trudeau. I mean, that press conference was a joke. He answered 4 questions. And one was about him snowmobiling on the weekend. I answer my phone I'm on my phone from 1 a.m. and then I'm back on it at 6 a.m. Okay, Doug. Were you snowmobiling at 1 a.m. between 1 and 6 in the morning is when you were snowmobiling? Because I know you wouldn't drive, your snowmobile with your device in your hands. That's just dangerous. It's becoming obviously and painfully clear that this government has no intention of letting go of any of their control or their power. And the only people that are going to suffer are us. And if you think a government that takes away your rights and you go along with it is going to be fair and equitable to you, you're wrong. History has shown that. Gulag Archipelago, great read. Give you a real good insight into how you can be stripped of your rights. Ordinary Men, another great read. I'll tell you how men can get pushed. It's crazy. But this is where we're at. I think as Canadians, everybody has to take a good hard look at what it is they're willing to sacrifice and decide if it's okay. Because it's not just you. If you're okay with what's going on, remember, your kids are going to have to suffer in it. Your grandkids are going to have to suffer in it. And then they'll never actually know what freedom ever meant. But to each their own. You know, the lies that the media spreads about what's going on in Ottawa, it's horrific. And the information's out there, folks. You can find it. There's live feeds going on out there all the time. You can see how peaceful it is. They're cleaning up the city. They're collecting their own trash. These people are just like you and me, blue collar workers. You know, who am I? I'm just a postman. You know? But at the end of the day, it's only going to be the blue collar workers that suffer. Just us, not them. Not the higher ups. So I think it behooves all Canadians to really get information. Sift through it all. It's hard. You got to dig. But I think at the end of the day, it should be everybody's civic duty to make sure that what they're being told is the truth, make their own decision, and understand that your rights and freedoms, they matter. They matter big time. Because without them, you go into authoritarianism and fascism, which is where we're headed. It's where we're headed right now. Don't make no mistakes. And shortly after that could be communism. Make no mistake about that either. Oh, it can't happen here in Canada? Please. Of course it can happen here in Canada. It can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere where good people do nothing about tyrannical behavior. Period. So, that's my PSA. It's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, I just had to share this because I think everybody should really be paying attention to what this government is doing. Because it affects all of us. Like I said, it doesn't matter your political ideology, vaxxed, unvaxxed, your religion, race, sex, gender preference. If you're a human being on this planet right now, if you live in Canada right now, this matters to you. And it should matter to you. Anyways, folks, if you like it, like it. If you don't, that's cool. If you want to leave a comment, that's okay. I'm not interested in arguing with you. This is just my opinion. So, again, who am I? I'm just a postman. But I believe everybody should take a good hard look at this. Really examine it, break it down, unpack it, and try to see it for what it truly is. The rhetoric they're using, it's insulting. Not to mention the fact that news conference was just a giant insult to Canadians. They must think that we're all really, really stupid. Anyways, don't believe everything your TV tells you. Have a good day, everybody. Be safe. Spread peace, love, and happiness. And I hope this all works out for everybody peacefully in the end. And that's, yeah. Take care, folks. God bless.